Welcome to the Survive Scale Soar podcast. Hear and learn through the success of others how to build the life and business you deserve. Learn to overcome failure, what it means to seek out growth, and how to become the best possible version of yourself. And now, here's your host, coach, entrepreneur, husband and father, and author of the #1 best-selling book, Survive Scale Soar, Jeremy Williams.
And welcome back to the Survive Scale Soar podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy, and today is a real talk. I want to share something with you today that came out of an all-call meeting with the broker I'm affiliated with, JLA Realty. John Altick is our broker owner, and he puts this call on each week. And his message this week was 10 attributes that he believes make agents successful. And I have to say, I agreed with every single one of them. And the one that jumped out to me the most that I want to talk a little bit about today is those that are successful are willing to get outside their comfort zone. Now, I'm going to talk about myself a little bit first. I have not always been that person willing to get outside my comfort zone. That's maybe hard for y'all to believe, especially some of those that are close to me. I do like to challenge things and take on things that might not be in my norm. Yet a majority of the time in my past, I spent not getting outside that comfort zone. And what happens when you stay there is you limit yourself opportunities. You prevent maybe the growth of relationships that are key relationships that could serve you and your journey better. And that happened to me for several years in leadership roles. Was I stayed in my comfort zone. I wasn't really pushed outside of my comfort zone. And so I kind of remained there. And there were times that I should have spoken up when I saw something I thought wasn't right, or I should have spoken up when there might have been a plan that was initiated, but I knew if there was a couple things tweaked, like I wasn't giving my full input because I didn't get outside of my comfort zone. I was concerned or worried about the implications of maybe challenging somebody that may have been more authoritative in their role. And I just didn't push back on the system. Now, as I grew in my leadership, that changed. And those that have worked with me know that. But I think as real estate agents, this is something you really need to pay attention to, especially with all the changes in the industry. There's a lot of technology changes. I have a partner that works in my group that we had a pretty good discussion on a new technology tool that was being implemented, and there's some frustration in it. But realizing what I thought was the strength in the partner was realizing that, yes, I've still got to figure this out, even though it's frustrating. I need to figure out how to make it work for me, how to serve my customers and clients better. And, I've had client partners that they want to do more video. They've never done video before in their business, and it makes them feel a little uncomfortable, makes them feel anxious, and they don't know what to say, or they don't know what type of value to deliver through that video. And so, I have partners that move forward on that, and they get over it, and they just do it. Sometimes taking action is the easiest way to solve that anxiety. And then I'll have some that shrink back and they stay inside that comfort zone, and then nothing changes. They just go day by day by day with the same results. And so I want to challenge you today, if you're hearing this, if you haven't challenged yourself for some time, I want you to pick an activity within your business or an activity in your life that's going to push you to get outside your comfort zone. Now, I did that not too long ago. One of my biggest challenges has been getting in front of people to speak. Now, I've done it several times, and I feel like I'm pretty skilled at it, yet it's not very comfortable for me. So what I did was I made it a point to set up several trainings with brokerage offices and going out and delivering a training that helped their agents. And, not only did I did that strategically for my business to connect with agents, to build my coaching business, yet I also did it for myself to push me outside that comfort zone. I tend to be more of an introvert versus an extrovert. So I look for situations that make me feel uncomfortable and I put myself into those situations so I can grow. You could ask my wife. There's times that I'm like, I don't want to do this, or maybe I don't need to go to this event or do this thing. And my wife, God love her, she encourages me to do that. And when I go and I do it, I grow again. And so, find somebody too that's in your corner. It could be a spouse, it could be a friend, it could be a colleague. If you've got a real estate team, maybe it's a member on your team that's pushing you in those times that you want to pull back, those times that you want to just stay there in that comfort zone, willing to push you and egg you on to go and do something that ultimately in the end is going to help you to grow. So today, challenge yourself, get outside your comfort zone, and some really good things are going to happen for you, whether it's in business or in life or in both. Today, I'm challenging you to find that one thing that you should be doing in your business. You're hesitant to because it's uncomfortable. And that's exactly the thing I want you to go do. Then I'd love to hear some feedback from that. Let me know what happens. I had an agent one time that said, well, I'm willing to knock doors and hand out flyers, but I'm afraid to go knock on doors. And after we kind of explored the fear of not knowing what to say, not knowing my scripts, not knowing what to put on all the excuses, I told the agent, I said, I want you to just go out there, park at the end of the street, envision yourself passing out the flyers, envision yourself having conversations. So they did that. And I said, okay, now I want you to go do it. Just like you envision, go out, knock on the doors, pass out the flyers, ask for the business, come back and let me know what you got. And out of that one opportunity in just a few houses, they picked up a listing agreement because of their efforts. Was it uncomfortable? At first, yes. This person went on to knock hundreds and hundreds of doors. I still believe they do it in their business today. All it did was getting outside that comfort zone for just a minute, experiencing the rewards from pushing yourself into new territory, and then putting it on repeat. So challenge yourself today, and until next time, onward and upward.
Thank you for listening to the Survive Scale Soar podcast. If you heard something that made a difference in your life today, share it with someone that might benefit, and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Learn more about the host of this podcast and coaching services offered by Red Hawk Coaching by visiting www.redhawkcoaching.com.